Uh-oh, sometimes could happen. Fire on board. This is Airbus A321 that was operated by Air China Airlines and was flying somewhere in China. Yeah, it doesn't really matter in our case because the most interesting thing is about what is happening out there. Let's watch this video. Oh, God. You see, there is the fire. Yeah, in our age with lots of those kind of the devices, they all have some of the batteries inside. This is the potential threat. Initial reports, however, stated that it was some sort of the power bank. Something like that. Yeah, this power bank I used to power up my Steam Deck and its capacity 20,000 milliampere hours, sorry, and it's the maximum number of the capacity accepted by Air China or any sort of the China Airlines. 20,000, they have it in their regulations, but actually it may not matter in this case. Even a smaller thing like, for example, this one, 10,000 milliampere hours, also may catch the fire. Well, it depends on actual construction and also on external factors, because if you puncture it, the battery itself, it may explode. I saw it in multiple YouTube videos, and if you seal it very tightly, because of the pressure change, it could also expand, which also may lead to some of the things happening to those devices. So potential threat is out there, and in 2000, I guess 15 or 2016, there was the story with Samsung phones. They were banned in many airlines because there were similar kind of the cases. Phones just start to burn. Yeah, later on Samsung obviously fixed that stuff, and you see here is the bag, which is made out of aluminium or alloy, depends where you live. There are different name for this type of the metal. So because of this material of the bag, it became some sort of the wall for the fire, and fire couldn't spread elsewhere, for example, to reach another bag. It's 100% that if this plastic bag was on the place of the metal one, there would be way bigger fire and many more questions about the elimination of the fire. By the way, the fire was extinguished by flight attendants, which is good. But potentially, yeah, it could be way worse. And this bag, the placement was exactly on the spot, and maybe because of it the flight was saved and secured. The plane performed descent and landed somewhere in the local airport after this thing happened, and thanks to flight attendants everyone went okay. Let's yeah. You see this guy? He tried to maybe take his bag, but decided, okay, maybe I'll leave it out there because it stops the fire from spreading. You see, fire obtains oxygen just from one place. I would even close this overhead bin entirely, just not to let too much oxygen, and maybe that is how you should do in this case. One more video from different perspective. People are filming. Oh, smoke. Yeah, the smoke is coming. And flight attendants are coming. Probably this guy was already holding something, maybe fire extinguisher. Yeah, so they were lucky indeed, and that's why you have to keep those batteries with you. Then you board the airplane. Never ever put anything even small into your luggage, because even though on the modern aircraft there are some of the fire extinguishing system located in a cargo hold, but if the fire starts here in the battery, it's very complicated to extinguish it. I think it burns even underwater. And we have the report about it on Aviation Herald. Sorry, I don't have the ad blocker, that's why you see all those advertisements all around. Let me just zoom in maybe for you. Yeah, this is way better. So the airline reported that the lithium battery spontaneously combusted within passengers' luggage. The crew reacted accordingly to procedures and secured the device. No injuries occurred. Awesome, good outcome. The aircraft is still on the ground in Shanghai Airport about 6 hours after landing. Probably they will require some of the maintenance, replacement of the overhead bin. Maybe some of the electrical system could be damaged too. People say lithium batteries should have cooling devices to prevent overheating. Well, it's after all the special electronics that limits the charge. Most of the combustions happen during the charge, but not always. Yeah, sometimes it happens. It just happens. Just gods of those lithium batteries sometimes know when to strike them, to burst them into flames. Thankfully, it's not happening on a daily basis in aviation especially. But it happens, and the risks are out there. Well, it's interesting case. Let's go to another one. And I do not freaking understand what happened to this Boeing 737 MAX. It was hit by something mid-air during the cruise flight. The canopy was hit really hard, and also there is the part of metal. This window just crushed, but not yet fully disintegrated and able to withstand aerodynamic loads. This windshield is really robust. And let's look at this image once again. So window and also metal elements. If the strike was just into the window, it would have been a terrible disaster even. There was definitely a high probability for this window to crush completely if it was directly hit somewhere in the middle, but this crew and passengers and aircraft, after all, they were all lucky. Well, the window also crashed into the cockpit, and pilot, he obtained some of the cuts. Those are the small cuts, but he will live, yeah. But you see how many glass debris are out there, so luckily they went not into pilot's eyes. So what happened, what that object really was? Well, according to the breaking aviation news, United Airlines Boeing 737 MAX pilot injured after the windshield cracked at 30,000 feet while flying from Denver to Los Angeles on Thursday. Reports have suggested the possibility of the aircraft being hit by a falling space debris or a small meteorite, though this remains unconfirmed. So for now we are out of clue what hit this airplane mid-air at flight level 360, which is pretty much crazy. Was it a part of the satellite or SpaceX rocket or meteorite, as they say? No one knows. It's interesting. Sometimes I get the questions whether I saw UFO in the skies when I was flying as a pilot. Well, this is UFO, unknown flying object, or maybe falling object that hit the airplane. We don't know what is that, so we may call it a UFO. I will put it even in a title name of the video: UFO attacks Boeing 737 MAX, or something like that. Dramatic title. By the way, nice channel we have here on Twitter. Interesting. Oh shit. What is that? A massive fire breaks out at the cargo terminal of Hazrat Shahjal International Airport of Bangladesh capital Dhaka, prompting a suspension of all flights, and definitely there was a wall of fire and smoke, so how can you operate that airfield? 36 firefighting units were working to douse the flames. Talha bin Zain, an officer of the fire service and civil defense media cell, told media. Crazy number of the fire teams. There is no immediate information as what may have caused the blaze. Some of the flights diverted. Cathay Pacific was circling, waiting for the airport to open, but we'll see. Probably it went to alternate. The Army, Navy and Air Force joined the fire service in efforts to bring the blaze under control. And wow, that's huge. So it was a cargo terminal. It's kind of interesting because there could be also dangerous goods, and that increases potential threat for the fire teams who operate in the area. Well, I hope that they already extinguish it. It happened 17 hours ago, so for sure, yeah, the fire is gone. Oh, families of victims of Jeju Air plane crash that occurred late last year have filed a lawsuit against United States aircraft manufacturer Boeing. They did it in American court, holding the company responsible for alleged manufacturing defects, according to the families Wednesday. Here they say that multiple components of equipment failed during the approach. That could have led to that air crash really to happen, but I would also file a lawsuit against airport administration or something, so the guys who are responsible for putting this wall at the very end of the runway, because the outcome could have been pretty much different. I'm not saying that much about Jeju Air crash because of the strange Boeing design. The flight data recorder was not operative in case of the two generators, so engines failure. It's very bad, so for sure we'll not know. It's impossible to find out all of the precise details about this crash because flight data recorder was not working. Yeah, I wasn't updating myself about this case for a long time, so I need to dig down more information about what investigation team found out, more evidence of something. But what I know that this design, then flight data recorder is not recorder, it is not a good design. It should be connected to the battery hot bus or switched hot battery bus to maintain the power even in case of the dual engine failure, and it wasn't the case in this airplane, which complicates the investigation itself. Oh, what is happening here?
Please stop the plane. Please stop the plane. What's going on? She's trying
Please stop the plane, stop the plane.
to open the door. She tried to open.
She wants to open the door. Okay, okay. Try.
Please stop. Please stop the plane.
Probably it's the flight attendant and this girl is unhinged.
Please stop the plane. My boyfriend is a pilot. I thank him. Can you please stop the plane?
Look at her eyes. Whoa, what happened?
No, stop.
There's probably an emergency exit.
Relax.
Oh no, she's not a flight attendant, just passengers who try to calm her down. Where are the flight attendants here? Or maybe she is a flight attendant. It's hard to say judging on this uniform.
Can we just please have everyone sit down?
Yeah, pilot says, sit down.
I sent a voice note about the sound. She said, please stop, open the door.
No, it's a hairless, sweetie. It's a hair balance. It happens all the time.
Now she's not completely insane, but someone told her to open the door, stop the airplane. Well, it's an Airbus. I heard how it is barking. Whoa. It's the hydraulic system. Probably they are still on the ground.
She's calling every time. I'm sorry, I'm scaring you. Can we?
I'm sorry. So yeah, she's not like completely insane, I guess. And here we have flight attendant, one more, maybe purser. Someone have a panic attack. Ah, they're on the ground, it's fine.
The sound is the flap.
Something is happening. Stress, too much stress. Okay, let's check out the description. So, JetBlue passenger attempts to open an emergency exit after mistaking the Airbus A320's barking dog noise for mechanical failure. Oh, this is the funny one. Well, after all, the dog was barking. It's not Hassan's dog that was electrolyzed and screaming out loud. No, this is a hydraulic system of this specific airplane. That's the design of the airplane. A woman who claimed that her boyfriend was a pilot. My boyfriend is a pilot, panicked after hearing the Airbus A320's destructive barking dog noise, a normal sound produced by a power transfer unit PTU to balance pressure between hydraulic systems. Oh jeez, this is interesting. Well, as for me, this hydraulic system definitely sounds kind of creepy and strange, but I'm a Boeing pilot. At least I used to be, but I still have a rating. Yeah, kind of the interesting channel I was able to find, breaking aviation news and videos. I'll put it in the video description below. What is this? This is Air Canada Boeing 737 MAX, which has been towed. Do they really want to fit it there? Come on. It's not the parking spot. It's not the parking spot. It's just the... No. What the hell? Who is the freaking driver of this tow truck? Come on. There is no parking spot between those airplanes. Even marking is one parking, then another one. He just put the airplane right into both airplanes. Oh, jeez. Yes, that gap is too small for your Boeing 737 MAX, and it's the full responsibility of the tow guy to park the airplane. Well, maybe it was taken from the maintenance, but for sure there was no crew inside by the time, so responsibility lies right on the driver, who will pay till the rest of his life to Air Canada the compensations for the airplane damage. Oh no, there is actually a parking line here, but it's not a parking. If there are two airplanes staying on the spots nearby, This parking area is just being cancelled. That's what I understand. Was there some damage? Yeah, I see it's over here, you see. The winglet, probably it hit the stabilizer. And here probably it not yet reached that stabilizer. Yeah, one stabilizer and elevator kaput. Nice, I finally found a new spot where I can check the latest aviation events with some of the videos and some of the information. Well, here they created the Big Jet TV. I know that spotter, he's very popular with his streams, and he filmed this DHL A300 airplane in Heathrow Airport. There was the Tailstrike. I'll put my image a little bit above. Also, let's make me smaller and let's see. Let's rate this landing. Oh my god. What it could be, what it could be. Approaching. Well, everything is okay so far, yeah? Let me comment. Just a little bit right bank. Could be. Oh,
easy,
and
son.
left
Easy,
bank and right.
easy.
What are they doing? Like, what is happening? Why are the pitches so high?
Whoa.
Oh god.
Oh, Tailstrike.
Tailstrike. Why did they put the nose so high? Let's watch it once again, okay? Without me stopping the video. Oh, Jesus Christ. Right bank, left bank. Pitches high.
Easy, son.
Boom.
Easy.
Spoilers up.
Whoa,
And why pitch up?
Tailstrike.
Tailstrike. Yeah. What are they doing? Still producing thrust or what? Ah, they're going around. They're going around. Okay. Maybe it should have been done a little before, but yeah, spectacular touch and go. Luckily it's the cargo plane and passengers didn't shit their pants out there, just pilots did. Well guys, I don't want to make this video too much long, but I promise you to publish some of the videos here on this channel. It's been a long time since I saw or you saw me, yeah, but I'm here, still alive, and we're gonna see each other pretty much soon. Stay awesome, ciao.